generally not focused on process, but on Saturday at one of those fake town hall meetings that the mayor is now doing in various districts, he was asked by a youth commissioner if he supported the item that's up today to deliver $28 million in new dollars for more affordable housing in San Francisco. And the $28 million comes about because there is good news in San Francisco in terms of better than anticipated revenue in the current fiscal year. And basically what that means is there's $127 million right now in the bank. San Francisco has our name on the checking account, on the money market, if you will, and $127 million is in the bank. I put out a proposal. I said, hey, let's take $28 million of that $127 million and spend it on affordable housing, because I know that the homeless count, the census of homeless people on the streets is up. I know that families are leaving in droves this city as it becomes increasingly unaffordable. I know that we still have seniors living in homeless shelters in San Francisco. I figured with $127 million in the bank, why can't we spend $28 million of that good news and try to address one of the most pressing, one of the most vexing issues in San Francisco, and that's the crisis around affordable housing, and whether poor folks and working people and regular everyday San Franciscans can afford to make it here or not. And when the mayor was pressed on Saturday at this make-believe town hall meeting as to whether or not he supported this measure, and $10 million of that $28 million would go to house families in San Francisco, and this was a town hall meeting supposedly on families, the mayor said he did not support the item. And he didn't support the item because the item was not part of the process, is what the mayor said. Never mind that, the charter of San Francisco tells us what the process is. The process is that any member, mayor, or any department head can introduce an item, that item is heard at the Board of Supervisors and committee, that committee forwards it to the full Board of Supervisors, and the Board of Supervisors can vote to pass the item. That's what the process is. That's what the voters in 1934 adopted as the process. But the mayor said that this $28 million is not part of the process. Meanwhile, we know that he's had his secret meetings about a forecourt because he had some junket in New York City, and he saw something in New York City, and he decided he didn't call me up, and he didn't call you up, he didn't call the folks who are going to be most impacted by this proposal. The mayor didn't even call the people who help run the existing community courts. He didn't even call them. He called some of his department heads together. He called the DA. He called some insiders, and he started to have planning meetings about a poor court almost entirely within this supervisorial district. He didn't call me. He didn't call you. At some point, someone called the press, and they read an article on the front page of the Chronicle, and that's why we know about it. But that's the process. Apparently, that's the process that you're supposed to engage in San Francisco. But we know what this is actually about, because it seems to be about every 4 years proposals like this come forward. 4 years ago was turnout cash and getting tough on panhandlers. Now 4 years later, it's about a new court. Never mind that it's going to be $1.4 million, probably more than that. Never mind that there are already existing community courts, which probably don't work as well as they should, but they're voluntary. They're the kind of thing that where communities can come together and talk about restorative justice from the bottom up and include people if they choose to be included in that process. Never mind these things. We're moving forward with a new court for San Francisco because guess what? This November there's an election, and in election years in San Francisco, homelessness is always one of the top issues. Instead of rolling the sleeves up and getting dirty, and getting that elbow grease going, doing what we know it takes to actually solve homelessness, and that's give folks opportunity in terms of affordable housing, give folks opportunity in terms of income, employment, or what have you, give folks the support services they need. Instead of doing the tough, real fix, they want to do the quick, fancy, symbolic fix, and that's obviously at our expense. We're here to say, no, I don't care if it's an election year, you are not riding back in that office on the backs of poor people, because we know that's how we got there in the first place.